Hi friends, welcome to Laxmas 31. I am Sai Lakshmi. Hope you are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to talk about relational operators in Tableau. Let's get started. A relational operator or comparison operator is a binary operator that takes two operands as input, compare their values and returns the output. A comparison operator is generally used in conditional statements, loops, where the comparison result will decide whether execution should go ahead or not. The different relational operators in Tableau are equality operator, not equality operator, greater than operator, less than operator, greater than or equal to operator, less than or equal to operator. So these are the operators which comes under relational operators in Tableau. Let me open Tableau desktop and show you how to use relational operators in Tableau. I have opened Tableau desktop application and I have taken sample superstore data and I have created a new sheet and renamed it as relational operators in Tableau. First thing I'm going to talk about is relational operator, which is nothing but equality operator in Tableau. So to use equality operator, we need to create a calculator field. So before creating that, I'm going to take an example of to show how we can use relational operators in Tableau. So we have a date called ship date over here in sample superstore data. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a parameter, a simple date parameter, and I'm going to compare the ship date with the parameter. I mean the date parameters. So basically we are trying to compare ship date with the date parameters. So we use relational operators to perform the comparison. So that's what we are trying to do here. First thing I'm going to do is creating a parameter. I'm naming it as date parameter and changing it to date, and I have selected all values. So it will take all values whatever we give inside the parameter, and I'm clicking on OK. Now I'm going to create a calculated field and naming it as, first I am taking the logic inside. First I am taking the ship date and taking the date parameter we have just created. I have used equality operator because that's what I said in the beginning, right? I am going to show you how to use equality operator now and renaming it as equality operator check or date check. I'm removing the operator name. I'm just simplifying it and providing some normal name like date check. And I'm clicking on OK. So first what I'm going to do is I'm right clicking on the date parameter and giving control on it. Show parameter. Now we can see the parameter we have created. Now I'm bringing the ship date to row shelf and bringing sales measure as well to text mark. So now we can see year wise sales. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click a date over here, and if the date selected in the date parameter matches with the calculation we have created, date check, I'm enabling this filter to true. Let me cancel this and show you. Now I'm changing the dates over here. You see nothing is changing over here. So we just displayed sales by ship date. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this date check calculation we have created, which is nothing but we have used the equality operator and comparing ship date with the date parameter. So what it does is if the date we have selected in the date parameter matches with the ship date, it is going to display the sales of that particular date. So now I'm going to click on OK. I'm bringing this calculation into the filter shelf and clicking on true. If it matches, it's going to display the value over here. Let me select other date. Now the value has been changed. I mean the sales amount is varying. If I select other date, the sales is $387. Let me go back to May 11 and see we have $5,139. This is how we can use the equality operator. And let's see non-equality operator. So I'm going to edit the same calculation and change the operator here. Now we have equal operator. I'm going to add not equal to operator and I'm going to click on OK. So now this particular date, whatever we have selected in the date parameters, so it will exclude only that particular date's sales over here. So everything else will be displayed. The same way, let me edit something else. So not equal to operator can be written in other way, like with greater than and less than symbol also. So this way also it is going to be the same. Let me select other date. Now the numbers will vary. So it's going to be the same. So it will exclude only the data of that particular date alone. So if I change the filter to false, it is going to display only that particular date's data alone. So now we can see the exact date just to double check this. 18/5/2022. So this is how we can use equality and non-equality operators. Now let me create other calculation and remove this parameter for a while. Hide card and removing the filter from the filter shell. So we have just covered equality operator and non-equality operator. Now I am going to discuss about greater than operator, less than operator, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Let me open Tableau desktop and I have opened it. Now I am going to write a calculation. Sales greater than 50. This is greater than operator. This is how we can use greater than operator. I'm going to click on OK and bring the calculation. Greater than to filter shelf and clicking on true. So it will bring only sales which is greater than 50. Let me edit the calculation and change it to 500 and see whether it will display greater than 500 or not. Now we can see only sales greater than 500. There's no value over here which is less than 500. Now let me remove this from the filter shelf and let me duplicate this and I'm trying to edit the calculation and changing it to less than. Now we are going to see less than operator. Less than 500. And I'm going to bring the calculation to the filter shelf and selecting true from here and clicking on OK. We'll see only less than 500, but why it's displaying greater than 500 also? It should display only sales less than 500, but it is still displaying values which are greater than 500 also. This is why, because let me edit the calculation and explain it. Here we have provided sales less than 500, but here we have done sum of sales and used sum of sales over here. So we should be clear while providing a condition. So we should be providing sum of sales less than 500. That's when it will display sales less than 500. If not, it will consider only the discrete values of sales and provide the aggregation on top of that. Let's see how it is going to display now. Let me remove the filter and add it again. And I'm clicking on true. Now it will display the values less than 500 only. Now we will be able to see only values which are less than 500. The same way, when we are using equal to operator, for example, now it will exclude the values which are 500. It will display less than 500 but not 500. So when we want to display along with 500, we should be adding equal to operator. So this is how we can use less than or equal to operator. Now let's check whether we have 500 over here or not. Data might not be exact, so we won't be seeing exactly 500, but we will have the values equal to 500. If you have data which is equal to 500, we'll be able to see. If we don't have, we won't be able to see it. The same way, now we have 20. We are able to see, right? Let's see. 5001. So less than or equal to 5001, we will be able to see. Let's check whether we have 5001 sum of sales value over here, and then we can do the same. We don't have. That's why we are not able to see the 5001 value over here. The same way, let's check whether we have 500 or not. And we don't have that. That's why we are not able to see that particular record. Apart from that, the calculation is working fine. So we are able to see less than or equal to 500 over here. We shouldn't be providing space in between less than or equal to. So now we are able to see the values which are less than or equal to 500. The same way we should be able to do the same for greater than or equal to as well. I'm clicking on OK, removing the less than or equal to filter and bringing the greater than or equal to filter over here. And I'm selecting true, clicking on OK. Now we are able to see the sales which are greater than or equal to 500. This is how we can use relational operators in Tableau. Hope you find my video helpful.
Thank you guys. Thanks for landing at my channel Laxmails31. If you like my video or like my content, please like, share and let me know in the comments what could have been better. And if you have any questions for me, do let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.